Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So let's talk about something I know way too many of us are guilty of. It's late at night, you're scrolling through your phone, maybe binge watching a show, and suddenly that hunger hits. And what do we reach for? Cup noodles. That beautiful, convenient 3-minute miracle sitting in our pantry. But here's the thing. While we're enjoying that savory, steaming bowl at midnight, our body is going through some pretty wild changes that most of us have no idea about. So today, we're breaking down the science and looking at what eating cup noodles at night actually does to your body. And fair warning, some of this might surprise you. The sodium bomb. Let's start with the obvious sodium. One average cup of instant noodles contains anywhere from 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams of sodium. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 2,300 milligrams per day, with an ideal limit of 1,500 milligrams. That means 1 cup of noodles could be your entire day's sodium intake in a single sitting. But why does it matter more at night? A 2019 study published in the journal Hypertension found that our body's sodium regulation actually functions differently depending on the time of day. When you consume high amounts of sodium late at night, your kidneys work overtime while you're supposed to be in rest and repair mode. That puffiness you notice in your face the next morning? Research from Osaka University showed that excessive sodium intake before sleep causes facial edema. Because when you're lying down, fluid doesn't drain as effectively as it would during the day. Your body holds on to extra water to balance out that sodium concentration. And since you're horizontal for hours, it pools in your face and extremities. The sleep disruption factor. Now let's talk about what this does to your sleep quality. A 2020 study from the European Heart Journal followed over 10,000 participants and found a direct correlation between high sodium evening meals and disrupted sleep patterns. People who consumed high sodium foods within 3 hours of bedtime experienced more frequent nighttime awakenings and reported feeling less rested in the morning. But there's another culprit beyond just the sodium. Cup noodles are high in refined carbohydrates with a high glycemic index. When you eat these refined carbs late at night, your blood sugar spikes rapidly. A few hours into your sleep, you might experience a blood sugar crash. This crash triggers the release of cortisol and adrenaline, stress hormones, that can partially wake you up. A study from Columbia University Medical Center found that people who consumed high glycemic foods close to bedtime took an average of 29 minutes longer to fall asleep, compared to those who ate low glycemic meals. The digestive system struggle. Here's something that really caught my attention. Your digestive system has its own circadian rhythm. Research published in Cell Metabolism demonstrated that digestive enzymes and gut motility are optimized for daytime eating, not nighttime consumption. When you eat cup noodles late at night, you're asking your digestive system to do a full workout when it's supposed to be winding down. A study from MIT using imaging technology showed that instant ramen can take up to 4 hours to fully break down in the stomach, compared to about 2 hours for fresh noodles. So while you're trying to sleep, your stomach is working overtime. This can lead to acid reflux and indigestion. The Journal of Gastroenterology found that people who regularly ate late-night meals, especially processed foods, had a 70% higher risk of developing gastroesophageal reflux disease over a 5-year period. The metabolic impact. If you're finding this information helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm show this video to more people who might benefit from knowing this stuff. Let's dive into what might be the most concerning part, the metabolic impact. A 2017 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked eating patterns in over 3,000 adults. People who regularly consumed their highest calorie meals late at night had significantly higher body mass indexes and were at increased risk for metabolic syndrome, regardless of their total daily calorie intake. Think about that. It wasn't just about how much they ate, but when they ate it. Our metabolism is simply more efficient at processing food. During daylight hours, a study from Harvard School of Public Health found that regular consumption of instant noodles 2 or more times per week was associated with higher prevalence of metabolic syndrome, particularly in women. The combination of high sodium, refined carbs, saturated fats, and preservatives creates what researchers call a perfect storm for metabolic dysfunction. The blood pressure connection. That massive sodium load doesn't just cause temporary water retention. A longitudinal study from Seoul National University found that women who consumed instant noodles 2 or more times per week had a 68% higher risk of developing metabolic syndrome, which includes high blood pressure, elevated blood sugar, and abnormal cholesterol levels. Your blood pressure naturally dips during sleep, which is protective for your cardiovascular system. However, research published in Circulation found that high sodium intake in the evening can prevent this natural blood pressure reduction. Over time, this lack of nocturnal dipping is associated with increased cardiovascular risk, including higher rates of heart attack and stroke. Long-term health implications. Now I want to be clear. Eating cup noodles occasionally, even at night, isn't going to ruin your health. Our bodies are resilient. But when we're talking about regular patterns, the research becomes more concerning. A comprehensive study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that regular instant noodle consumption was associated with increased risk of type 2 diabetes, particularly in younger adults who ate them frequently as late-night snacks. There's also emerging research about liver health. A study from Baylor University found that the high levels of saturated fat and preservatives in instant noodles can contribute to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease when consumed regularly, especially during times when the liver is supposed to be in detoxification mode. Practical advice. Look, I get it. Life gets busy. Sometimes it's late, you're hungry, and cup noodles are cheap, fast, and satisfying. What I am saying is that knowledge is power. If you do find yourself reaching for cup noodles at night, here are some things research suggests can help. First, use only half the seasoning packet. That alone can cut your sodium intake by nearly 50%. Second, add some vegetables or a boiled egg. This adds fiber and protein, which can slow down absorption and minimize the blood sugar spike. Also, try to eat at least 2 hours before you plan to sleep. So here's the bottom line. Eating cup noodles at night does some significant things to your body. The high sodium disrupts sleep and can lead to long-term blood pressure issues. The refined carbs spike your blood sugar when your metabolism is least equipped to handle it. And regular consumption can contribute to metabolic syndrome and other chronic health issues. But this is about patterns, not perfection. Understanding what's happening empowers you to make better choices. If this video opened your eyes to something you didn't know before, I'd really appreciate it. If you'd subscribe to the channel, we dive deep into these kinds of health topics regularly, always backing things up with actual science. Drop a comment below, are you a late-night cup noodle person? Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.